Tyler together.
It will. It shall. And you probably don't remember this, but I will just start. Welcome, everybody, to Real to Real.
Oh,
I'm here with Eric and
Too real.
Wilson.
Too real.
three real.
We are continuing the adventure of our connecting threads of films. And remind us what our last film was, Wilson.
Our last film, excuse me, was Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah. Okay. And that was what year was that? 80.
1982, Sarah Jessica Parker, Helen Hunt,
Yes.
the Blade, Richard Blade.
The peak of cinema.
Yeah. There was
Okay.
a lot that happened in that film, and a lot of threads came at me. But one thread really stood out for me, and I wanted to bring you guys back to when we started doing more film-related content on our channel, where we were just talking back and forth about like, oh, what should we watch? What should we watch?
Powder?
And we stumbled. Well, Powder is definitely one we talked about, but
Yeah.
there was also one that sprung up. I don't know if any of you remember that had
That little ghost boy?
no.
Sprung.
There were girls were the main factor of this film,
Mm.
and you might recall it once I tell you this, but this film, I should say, has a lot of ties to us starting out because I don't remember which reel to reel it was, but we did Jungle 2 Jungle. You remember that?
Yep. Mimi Siku.
Mimi Siku.
Pee Pee Poo Poo.
Yeah, exactly. That was a fun little, exciting, I don't know, improv
Baboon.
session we had. Yeah, Baboon and Mimi Siku, Pee Pee Poo Poo.
Yeah.
And we would just constantly say that throughout that whole recording, and it was hilarious. So
Yeah.
that, I found, has a tie to the movie that I chose
Okay.
tonight.
Mm. Mimi Siku.
Mimi
Isn't it?
Siku is actually in this film.
Is it Detroit Rock City?
No, it has girls
Oh,
in it. It's a girl
Oh.
movie. And
it's
before
a
you
girl movie.
before you scoff at
Mary
it,
Kate and Ashley?
there is a lot of up and coming, before they're famous, kind of like popular nowadays actors in this film, but they are not featured, I would say, as prevalent as the main cast, but they're definitely in it, like Mimi Siku. Jeff
Pee Pee Poo
Garland
Poo.
is in it.
Hmm.
Steve Carell,
Hmm.
Brie Larson,
Huh.
Okay.
Evan Peters.
Ah.
Are you guys getting any hints yet?
No.
Okay.
Is it? No.
Jane Lynch,
Mm. Okay.
and Alexis Vega.
Huh. Bye, kid.
Alexis Vega is the main character in this.
Oh. Huh.
And the film we're watching tonight,
No, Spy Kids, is it?
no, it's called Sleepover.
Oh. Sleepover.
Do you recall?
Oh, this should be interesting.
Do you recall talking about this film at all?
Nope.
Vaguely, but I don't remember any of the details. I remember that we did talk about it, but I don't remember what that discussion was.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like the name sounds vaguely familiar, but I have no idea from where. So
Okay, it's a garbage movie.
cool.
Garbage.
But this, like I
Taking us
said,
to our roots, dude.
it's taken us to our roots because of its connecting threads from way back from when we started
Mm-hmm.
recording, just because of the tie with Mimi Siku and
Pee Pee Poo Poo.
Pee Pee Poo Poo. Having Girls Just Want to Have Fun be the previous movie, I was like, man, I just think this would be a perfect one because this is definitely more what the title of this film should have been. Instead of Sleepover, yeah, they have a sleepover, but
It's
They
made
Are those
20
girls-
years too late.
They do everything
Are those
but
girls just
sleep.
wanting to have fun?
They're definitely having fun, and there's a nice little hook to get you like invested in their adventure.
Wanting to have funness.
Yeah, there's a fun little hook. Like they do this like challenge with this other group of girls to see. The premise is just bonkers, but it gets the story going and the conflict happening. So it's a pretty interesting movie to return to after you've seen the heights which the other actors have, gotten to, like Steve Carell for one. Like he
Right.
plays such a bit part in this. And like Brie Larson is like just I don't even think she has lines that much, but she's definitely in it. And she's an Oscar winner. I think the only one, yeah, probably the only one in this film that's an Oscar winner.
Hello.
Interesting.
Very, very weird, but yeah, we'll just give it a shot. And definitely something to pull from this film, Eric. So
Cool.
with all those people and all those things,
Look out.
You're bound to find something.
Mm-hmm.
Look out for opportunities to pull. Always be pulling.
ABP, dude. Always be pulling.
All right, this film is free. It's on Tubi.
Free?
It's on Pluto TV. You just open it up and
Nice.
you can watch it yourself.
I suppose that speaks somewhat to the quality of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll get the decade which it came out.
And the desire to own the streaming rights to it, right?
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you guys remember the time that Sarah Jessica Parker played the youngest sibling in the Chronicles of Narnia movie?
No.
What?
Yeah, they called it Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh God.
Mr.
Tumnus.
Tumnus was her dance partner in that movie.
The Tully Tumnus, dude.
Tully Tum.
All right, so you ready to rip this film a new one?
I'm ready to fucking rip it, dude. Let's rip and roll,
I'm down
bro.
for some garbage.
I'm always down for garbage, dude. That's my life saying. ADG, always down for garbage.
In my mind, I'm imagining that this is going to be a more female-skewed American Pie.
No, more kitty than that, I think. Not kitty,
Ow.
but like
With this cat.
American Pie is like rated R though.
Yeah, but not specifically that kind of humor, but that kind of like movie. This was their like young teen, zany.
Right,
I don't know.
Are you joining for the stream?
I got you.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
It's okay, because this is always the most perplexing scene and stuff like this, because it's like nobody ever throws paper in the air.
Yeah, I'm a
Maybe
Canadian
you
this too.
I thought there was a lot more paper throwing in school, and it wasn't.
These books?
Yeah, many times.
Really, Mr. Corino, you need to get out more.
Okay, that's not funny. You too.
Julie! Party problems. Great. Stacy's gonna go to Liz's
Ransom
sleepover.
numbers, 'cause somebody's abducted.
Yeah.
And now, our feature presentation.
Spirit.
No, but we have fucking Panther over there. He's pretty cool. He rolls all our joints.
My crown, you can't have it.
Oh, that's creepy.
If you go back and get that ground
This is
from the ground,
He must have. It's dented. It's a
yeah,
great
I'm gonna
continuity.
climb your treehouse and give you a crown.
I'm 25.
Okay, well now that I put a crown on your head and we kiss, we're legally married, so
crown got her kiss.
get ready to do my chores.
I tried to
Joke's
keep her
on
up
you,
to date
joke's
with
on
high school,
you.
which is going surprisingly well for us. As for Stacy and Liz, well, a deal's a deal.
Just go eat somewhere else, idiots. Yeah, I threw a can.
He stole my hair.
What the fuck, janitor?
Like someone shaved my head wholesale and just put it on that guy.
Dr. Seuss is the cat in the hat.
Dude, I don't even fucking... Whew.
The dog in the heel.
So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of people in this that have gone to do really big stuff and been in really great things. Like recently, I don't know if you guys watched it, but it was called The Mayor of Easttown with Kate Winslet.
Heard of it.
And Evan Peters. He did phenomenal in that show.
Evans Peter, dude.
Yeah.
Seven speeder.
And yeah, Brie Larson won an Academy Award for The Room or Room.
Yeah.
No,
was-
The Room.
Tommy Wiseau.
You're so funny, Allison.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Bree.
So,
Yeah, well...
and Mimi Siku tied it,
Baby
when
poo-poo.
we started doing movie review kind of content. We did Jungle to Jungle
Yep.
on a whim, I guess. Like, do we just stumble upon that
Jungle
and
to
like,
Jungle, dude.
let's put this on?
I think we
Yeah.
couldn't decide on something, and then we were just looking at movies, and we were like, "Oh my god, let's watch Jungle to Jungle."
And then our Mimi Siku Pee Pee Poo Poo little boy shows up.
Baby Sika Baby Boo Boo. Yep.
And then yeah, the highlight for me, I think, when I watched this for the first time, I was working at Take Two Video, and it was a movie that came out, and I was really into the BBC version of The Office, and the first season, first or second season of the American Office came out, and I had the first season and the second season on DVD, so I was like, I couldn't get enough first British comedy. Like The Office and Fawlty Towers and Little Britain. I was just going crazy with those at the time. So Steve Carell was definitely not where he is right now.
No.
I found out about this movie and I was watching. I was like, what the hell? Steve Carell's
Dude.
in this?
This was only like a year or so before The Office.
Yeah, and he just hit it big after that.
Because this movie was from 2004. I'm pretty sure The Office started in like 05 or 06. The U.S. Office,
U.S. Office, okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but if so, that's 1 year in between this and Michael Scott.
Right.
I enjoy Steve Carell typically if he's got
2005. Yep.
enough to do in something, and I think he knew what kind of movie he was in, so he just like
Oh yeah,
he
just went
was
for
very
it.
committed. So that was fun to see somebody really making an effort versus some of the. I know, like, I shouldn't expect too much from what the fuck was his name? The dark-haired speaker moving guy.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. The Yancey's boy.
Yancey's boy. At the very end of the movie when he's like, brownies are one of the most important food groups.
Yes.
It was so bad. And even fucking
That's
Fat
terrible.
Yancey wasn't that great either. It's just,
Nobody was great.
no.
There were just moments that I enjoyed of Steve Carell being the bumbling Paul Blart, like before
Yeah,
Paul
dude.
Blart was.
He was pretty blarty.
Yeah.
There's a blart level to him.
And there's more dimension to just his character too. Like he's just the stickler for authority, and then like you find out like, oh, he's just a really sad child that lives with his mom, and you just feel bad for him. He's
Yeah,
like,
when
"Mom."
he called his mom, I was like, okay, I can actually like infer some things about this relationship with just one line.
Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, I liked how he added. He added more to a bit part. You know, that's kind of great.
This reminded me a lot of movies like Grind, or
Yeah.
even kind of American Pie. Like I said, like maybe not so much that style of humor where it's maybe more for like an older teen audience and it's a bit more crude, but just a group of high school age people going from place to place. There's montages. There's a lot of like pop and rock music and
Wang Chung.
Wang Chung, dude.
Well, you got.
Have you ever wanged
you
a
gotta
chung
sprung
before,
your
dude?
chung.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta wang that chung, dude.
There's just some. I don't know what to say about
Yeah,
this movie.
I'll just like, yep.
Yep. I mean,
There-
the premise. Let's just go through the story. The basic plot is girls want to sit at a
Have fun.
special, yeah, and have fun.
These girls do just want to have fun.
They want to have fun. The girls want to sit at a really nice spot for lunches at their high school that they're going to. So
Yeah.
they devise a scavenger hunt with this other rival group of girls that are kind of more popular, maybe. I don't know. Led by like Brie Larson and Anna Paxton, or I think that's her name.
Patch.
And so they go on the scavenger
Banana
hunt
packs them.
to get these weird things checked off their list, and then the last one they add like an addendum, like, oh, you got to get the crown at the school dance, the high school dance. And then throughout the movie, she becomes infatuated with this guy Steve because he's on a skateboard and he does sick ollies.
Yeah, dude.
And then he falls in love with her because he sees her barefoot shove it in a red dress.
Yeah, dude, the barefoot shove it, dude. Legendary.
So he's like, oh my god, I must have her. And so
She will be mine.
she will be mine.
She will be mine.
And then there's a bunch of cameos
yes.
from a bunch of random people that are sprinkled throughout that have little hijinks of the brother, Mimi Siku, staying at home with the dog, eating pizza,
Pee-pee-poo-poo.
dancing, and
He has to cover. He's covering for him the whole time.
yep. So he's a good big bro, and the dad is trying to
Yep.
put in a water filter attachment. to
Yeah, and
his
of course
sink.
that goes horribly wrong.
And the mom is out with her girls partying at the
Partying.
clubs. And these other boys that are kind of on the spectrum are hunting down the main cast of girls.
Mm-hmm.
But they skateboard too, really horribly.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, I mean, simple
We
premise.
talked about SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of referencing. Them being on the spectrum of some kind.
The choice in his performance is so weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had to go goofy with that character.
Goofy,
specifically.
sure, but it's a very specific Goofy.
It is. He's like slack-jawed lisp.
Like, I mean, it's a jokey thing, but I really meant it when I said that his jaw moves like 3 times as much as it does for any normal facial expression. Some of his body language and his actions in this and like his speech patterns, yeah, maybe on the spectrum or even like actually mentally handicapped at sometimes. I was like, what? I get that he's trying to be goofy, but there's a difference between goofy and this is just not typical behavior
I've
for
never
a
heard
fully developed
anybody
person
else-
his age.
I've never heard anybody else talk like he does. So it's like, what are you
Right.
trying to emulate here? What are you saying? Is it because of your coma that you have some kind of like speech disorder?
Yeah, you have like brain damage. What happened to you?
He has like a palsy of some kind, maybe?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That
None of
dude
us can
was
ever
too
know.
much. Dude was too much.
There was a lot of too much in this movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like
There's a lot
they
of
had
too much
so
with
much
too
going
little.
on. Because there's let's fucking think about all of the different cliches that are just in this movie alone. There's football boyfriend. There's like bumbling fat dad. There's over involved mom. There's fucking fat Yancey.
There's
There's stupid college brother.
Deadbeat,
There's-
yeah, college brother. Fat
true.
Yancey.
There's like
Slacker
the
college brother.
class war at school.
There's dog.
It goes. There's fucking dog. It keeps going on and on and on.
There's garbage.
And there's so much going on, and sadly, none of it is executed super well. I would say the thing that to me comes across the strongest for what they were trying is like girls having fun, you know? Because there's plenty of montages or just scenes of these characters just giggling, like just doing an action and giggling at each other.
Yep. Laughing at fancies.
But I thought that the dad subplot was going to be a bit more involved because he's like, oh, I got this fucking invention or some shit, and I don't know.
No, that would have been a good plot line. He's like, ooh, an invention. I should have invented this. And then he like tries to invent something.
I thought he did invent the Aquapure. Or was it just a product that he bought?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this movie's
It's not an
big,
element that I
know.
need to know about this movie.
No. My main focus to watch this movie was to show and feature all these actors before they made it big. Their big breaks were just around the corner, you know, especially for
So
Steve
if you had to
Carell.
like succinctly say what your thread was from Girls Just Want to Have Fun, what would it be?
The girls and the having fun bit.
Okay. Completely fair
Because that's my main thing was like, I know why they chose Girls Just Want to Have Fun for that movie that we watched, but a better title for this movie was Girls Just Want to Have Fun, because they rage against the mom's authority of like, you got to stay inside, you got to, you know, abide by all this stuff. And there was a little bit of that in the actual Girls Just Want to Have Fun, but the resolution was kind of just thrown away at the end. It was more about the competition than it was about like the dad's authority over the girl, because the dad just like shows up at the end. It was like, okay, she looks like she's having a great time doing this. I guess I'll just.
That's why I made
whatever.
That's why I made the joke about like, oh, it's kind of got a superhero arc because she goes like a way above and beyond just like doing something outside of what's permitted to her. She like she climbs a mountain and achieves like a very lofty goal, you know. Right. And in this movie, I guess that could be like getting this Steve dude to be interested in her.
Yeah,
but it feels very contrived because he just suddenly sees her fucking do a barefoot shove it, and all of a sudden he's like, I suddenly know this person, and I'm my only like driving force in the rest of the movie is to talk about her and figure out more about her.
Mm-hmm. And he becomes a stalker. But the main like plot was about the mother-daughter. Like at the beginning, they had that heart-to-heart a little bit, and then she's like, "I'll cancel Hawaii if you don't listen to me." And then there was the ending where it's like, "You're an adolescent, you're growing up, you're my little girl, and I'll love you forever."
You're my little baby boy. I mean, baby girl. I mean,
so like there was a good resolution between the mother and the daughter character, and to me, I think
but why?
The title of Girls Just Want to Have Fun fits better for this, because this girl just wants to grow up, have adolescent adventures with her friends, and not be hounded on by her family or just her mom in particular.
But
because that was the driving force. That was the driving force throughout the whole movie. Like they always had to cover for the mom trying to interfere with their having fun.
And that's what confuses me, is that like at the end when the mom finds out that her daughter did in fact sneak out and went to a club, or I don't know if she specifically found out that she went to a club, but like it didn't really seem like there was so much of a change in the mom's disposition on her feelings about like how she handled her daughter. She started the movie being like, "Ooh, we're having this ladybug themed party because you used to have themed parties, and I think that you should have one now. So I bought all this stuff, and you don't follow the rules, I'm gonna fucking rip Hawaii to shreds and all this stuff." And then at the end of the movie, she's like, "You know what? You went outside of the explicit rules that I set down for you, but it's okay, honey. You're just growing up. I didn't mean anything I said. Hawaii's safe."
I could see that as it being kind of like a rewrite or like a redacted portion of the movie. Like, oh, maybe she learns a valuable lesson at the very end of like she had that intent when she found the scarf to be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go catch my kid.
Oh shit! Oh
And
shit!
so she makes that call, but then like, what are you supposed to do when you actually hear back from your daughter and she's talking to you from the landline phone at your house? You're like, oh, okay, this is kind of weirding me out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I get what they're going for and everything, and it was the last kind of plot thread that needed to be like tied up at that point. But I feel like they needed to have a scene of the mom being with her friend at the club, maybe finding the scarf and being like, you know, this reminds me of when I used to go out when I was around my daughter's age, and I used to do stuff that my parents didn't want me to. But
Yeah, there
like
needed to be something like that. Yeah, like a story beat of like
somehow she could relate to what her daughter was doing,
I
or
snuck
like
out a lot.
there has to be some kind of incident to set off that like change in her. I get it. There's that is not this movie. There's not going to be that effort to like character wise, emotionally think about how the kind of like journey and resolution happens with that. It's just going to be, oh, it happens because the movie needs it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the moral of this movie would be what in your guys' eyes?
Be bold and I don't know.
Step out of your shell.
Yeah.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Step out of your comfort
I
zone.
don't know. Stand up for yourself.
Don't sit by dumpsters at lunch.
Don't settle. Don't settle for less.
Don't
maybe
settle
or
for
like
dumpsters.
yeah. Don't settle for dumpsters. That's it right there. That's the moral. Don't settle for dumpsters.
Yeah, that's fair. I can stand by that.
I wonder who would be the most embarrassed about this movie.
Yeah, that's kind of what was going through my head the first time I watched this. Like, since I've known about Mimi Siku and Jeff Garland, because I did watch a lot of
Baby
Curb
Poo
Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, I saw Jeff and I was just like, oh, okay.
And Jane Lynch was big when I was. What was she in at the time? I think she was probably in like a lot of Christopher Guest movies when I saw this. So she probably just did A Mighty Wind or Best in Show, where she was like American.
I
bitch.
did A Mighty Wind too, dude.
I love that Best in Show when she was in that with Jennifer Coolidge. Their dynamic was so hilarious. So I was a big fan of hers, and then everybody else that shows up, like I didn't know a lot about Evan Peters at the time because this was probably the first thing I've ever seen him in. And,
right.
Alexis Vega as the Spy Kids kid, and that might have been
Spy Kids kid.
And then Steve Carell. Steve Carell being the bigger one.
I think my bet's that Evan Peters would be the most embarrassed by this movie because his was the most over the top, stands out kind of performance.
It shows that it's like when I don't know if you guys know about the Leonardo DiCaprio Don's Plum.
What?
No.
Have you ever
Can't
seen?
say I do.
Okay. I will quick show you something that he is definitely trying to cover up, or because he's very embarrassed of his like a prior acting role that he was in. Very offbeat choice of acting that Leo does. I mean, he plays probably like a uppity character, but his choices in it are very bizarre. I'll just share this really quick with you. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm here.
Alrighty.
You want to fuck me tonight? Cause I'm horny.
Bro, fucking nutty shit just happened to me in there, bro.
What happened with that?
What?
Dude, I'm fucking in shock. Check it out, bro. You see that girl that walked in there before, bro? Grace Forrester. This
What a fucked
it's
up
you,
name.
bro. This chick is Spielberg with a pussy. Swear to God.
Oh, who's that
She
guy?
fucking came on to me, bro. I swear to God, she offered me a fucking lead role.
Which
in her
one?
next film, bro.
The dude talking?
What?
Yeah.
He's in a bunch
Like,
of
where do I
shit.
recognize him from?
He's an Entourage.
No, bro.
Yeah.
You fucker, dude. You fucker, dude. Fucking pussy. Where's that hole?
Is that Tobey Maguire?
She
Yeah.
offered me this film, and I want to do it, but
The Pussy Posse, dude.
like her boyfriend, like
It was DiCaprio's friend group back
He was
then.
right there.
he was there, bro, and she asked him to leave.
DiCaprio, Maguire,
It's scary because
that
they,
dude,
I'm afraid I'm gonna go over there. Like,
um,
they're gonna fucking try to pull some fucking
a
scam.
bunch of
So you
people.
told her you'd be right back?
No, I told her. I said yeah.
Fucking
You
love
said
it.
yes? Wait a second, you said
She
yes?
fucking offered me
Yeah.
the lead role in this fucking.
So you agreed to do her for the movie, so you're a whore, basically.
No, I'm not. No, I fucking. You know what I'm saying? This could be a fucking big thing.
For y'all.
This could be.
You're a whore.
That's cool, dude. I can fucking act. Y'all in this school play? Me over there fucking Asian, dude. Double law.
She fucking kissed me.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what.
Okay.
Interesting acting choice
Cool.
that
Is
he
so
tries to cover
that's
up.
an entire movie?
Yeah, there's an entire
There's just-
movie on this.
Okay.
And
Which is weird because it just feels like these dudes talk because it's like they break character every like.
yeah,
It,
yeah.
it feels like a just like like a YouTube video or something.
It's an artsy fartsy kind of college movie, maybe. I don't know. Somebody that
Yeah,
is just experimental.
It feels like it.
But
Yeah.
there was a story involved. In there.
Experimental.
And yeah, so Evan Peters, I could see going along the lines of, I need to bury this performance. I don't want to be associated with that choice. Kind of like
Nobody
Leo.
could know that I was a part of the sleepover.
You fucker did.
That's the one thing I
Get
remember.
back in there. I hope there's somebody that like goes to every like public appearance DiCaprio does and just yells out, "You fucker did."
You fucker did.
It'd be the best.
Or when he's hanging out with his girlfriend of the week, like, you fucker did.
Yeah, fucker did.
Get those like hick teeth and everything.
Mhm.
You fucker did.
You fucker did.
So yeah,
God damn
I'm
it.
glad I could at least show you guys that.
Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do for my fucking.
Well, I gave you a lot.
gotta
I
think.
gave you a lot.
I
Of
know,
different,
dude.
different paths to take here.
I know, dude.
I kind of and honestly, I didn't want to go back to like I had this other film in mind, but I don't want to be the guy that always goes to the foreign angle or to the
Why not, dude? It's your
international.
shtick. It'll be your shtick.
It's my shtick. Like, oh man, here comes another Tyler international.
There's a
film.
Tyler movie. No, was kidding.
But I'm hitting like all the landmarks with my films. Like what we did, Spain, and then we did like Japan.
Spain.
The next film I was gonna choose was from France, but I decided against that because I prefaced before this film when we talked about Girls Just Want to Have Fun, because I recall us
Right.
talking about this way back when we were just like trying to find something to watch. I'm like, hey, turn on Sleepover.
Oh.
But yeah, the other film, maybe it'll come up another time, but it's a very drastic change in tone, but there was a connecting thread from there that strictly was like about dancing as being a focal point of the film.
Interesting.
So more so, this film was in my eyes, would have been a better titled film, maybe, if it was called Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And because it shows that girls are trying to have fun.
Girls truly do just want to have
Just
fun.
want to have fun. Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, I'd be interested to see what you choose, Eric.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to think about anything that I would choose from this.
Yeah, man. Might not be exciting, but I've got some leads.
Do you
I've got
think
some
it's
leads.
possible that you could do something that's like, yes, a thread but tangential enough that you can just justify almost any decision.
I mean, I could do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just struggling,
Yeah. It's true. You could. I mean, there's so much tangential stuff. This one had a red car in it. So did this movie.
The
You know what I mean? Like
cars or
that's
the small little
or
clown car.
the two different groups of girls going after the same scavenger hunt. Oh,
Yeah.
that reminds me of the
National
Warriors,
Treasure.
where you have the Warriors and the I can't remember the name of the gang with
Oh, the movie The
what's this-
Warriors?
yeah,
The
like,
Rogues?
two opposing gangs going over it, and I don't know. You could
Are
be
you talking
you could be
about
a
the
change it.
orphans? You talking about the rogues? You talking about the high
I think
boppers?
it's the rogues.
high rollers? Or the baseball furies?
No, it's the Rogues, because that's the one with not Benjamin Horn, but his brother, Jerry Horn.
Where he played the Joker archetype.
Jerry Horn.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jerry's brother,
Not
Bugle.
Cyrus. What was his name? It was something.
In the movie?
Yeah, I want to say it was like.
I don't remember right now. Ah, it's escaping me.
It's not Cyrus. It's Luther.
Luther.
They shot Cyrus.
I love that character.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's a great movie. That's just boys just want to have fun. That's just like
Yeah,
a couple
that's-
guys, or no, group of dudes just want to go home. The movie. Just want to go home.
just call it "Dudes Just Want to Go Home."
That's exactly what that
completely
film
apt.
should be called. Not the Warriors.
Just want to go home.
They shot Cyrus.
They shot Cyrus. It's every time I watch that movie, it always just strikes me that I will never have any chance of experiencing that kind of New York City. I know it's supposed to be a fictional one,
Oh man.
but it's still shot in and set in like
70s?
like 60s, 70s New
Where
York.
like they had like the garbage strike where like no sanitar, what are they called? The
sanitation workers.
Yeah, they all were on strike and they didn't clean up any garbage.
Yeah, there's trash everywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight.
Mhm.
Yeah, good times.
Good job, New York.
Clean your shit up. Yeah, speaking of garbage, Sleepover. I think
Yeah,
that's all we can exhaust from this movie.
I know. There's only. I mean, it's there's the plot's pretty thin. We know what it is. Once you explain it, they can only comment on so much. Like the people who are in it.
Just the people. Who
Yeah,
are in
I
it.
wish I
Maybe
could say
super
more
people
about
who-
it, but I don't feel like there's that
I-
much really.
I had a good time.
It was fun to just mock
Yeah.
it, kind of like
Yeah.
Jungle to Jungle. When we watch it, we just
Yeah,
shooting the shit.
shooting that shit, man.
It's happened a few
Shooting
times on
that
this channel. Where
shit,
we
dude.
would just talk
We're
about
shooting that shit, bro.
other shit while the movie's happening and just kick back and
Yeah.
have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That one was a fun one because that was a good film and we were just like having fun watching it.
Yeah. This is true.
And Popeye, that was a good one to just. I mean, did you guys?
Plop eye, dude.
Yeah.
Good old plop eye.
And Pinocchio. My
there's-
God, Pinocchio was just amazing.
Dude, fucking Speed Racer was good too, though, because then we
Speed
started
Racer
building
was fun.
the references and everything.
Yes.
Rockadoodle.
Rockadoo.
I mean,
Fucking rockadoo.
I honestly think that everything that we've watched has been a good time, except for
Yes.
like the Cricket on the Hearth. Not that it wasn't
Oh,
a good
God.
time to watch it; it's just the movie itself was so miserable.
Yeah, I'm glad we redeemed that with Santa with muscles.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. What about that little
Santa
nose
with
boy, though?
muscles is. Oh man, sometimes I think about
That
the
little nose boy?
Hulkster singing "Angel Baby" with that little child, and I just chuckled.
God damn it.
Yeah, if you're having a bad day, just think about that scene. You'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the words. He's
He tried his best.
he's like, I'm really trying here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Bracho, maybe just try to shoehorn some kind of holiday themed thing in there too, if you can.
Nah, dude, I ain't no bitch.
Ooh.
We could though, if have that in the
Oh
back
my
of your
God.
mind.
Yeah.
If it were my turn to pick the movie, and you just said holiday thing, I'd be like, okay, we're gonna watch Jingle All the Way. And
Dude,
the thread is
I saw-
that showed up as an option to watch at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah.
I legit saw Turbo Man at Walmart like a few weeks back.
Like an actual
Wow,
Yeah, but just like the one in the movie. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
the
dressed
man
up
was
as
there
Turbo.
for you.
No, looking like the toy in the movie, not looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger looking like a toy. It's different.
Wait, there's a
But
Turbo Man.
but Arnold Schwarzenegger is Turbo Man.
There's a Turbo
Well,
Man.
no, he
doll?
puts on the Turbo Man costume. At the
Yeah,
end
and
of
that's
the
enough for
movie.
his son.
Yeah, but don't you think if they made a Turbo Man toy, it would just be like Arnold Schwarzenegger dressed up as Turbo Man? Just to
No, it's the Turbo Man toy that he's trying to get in the movie.
Clearly, Turbo Man is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's the iconic bit.
say. It is the iconic bit.
Dibs on album title.
Iconic bit.
The iconic bit. It's pretty good.
Well, I
Iconic
guess
fit bit.
we'll have to see what Eric chooses: holiday or something else tangentially attached to this.
Pee pee poo poo.
Pee pee poo poo. It's just going to be Solo or Two Girls One Cup.
No, he's
shit.
going to go out there and he's going to film and produce Jungle 2, Back to the Jungle. So we
I'm
can
gonna
go back
film
to
it.
Pee Pee
Part
I'm gonna
Poo.
two.
film it like Always Sunny, Lethal Weapon 5 style or whatever.
I'd love that.
Okay, well,
But it's just me.
until then, this is
It's
the
both Tim Allen
Fargonauts.
and Mimi Siku. Pee pee poo poo.
Fargonaut signing off. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.